I said, Joe, what up YouTube? My name is Rap. This is iRap on Point. Welcome back. But if you're new to the channel, how you doing? Thank you for being here. We are here at AZ's channel to check out one of his latest that he uploaded 3 weeks ago. It's the all 17 Blighted killer skins ranked from worst to best. I like the Blighted skins in DBD, from the Blighted killers. I think there's some Blighted survivors, correct me if I'm wrong. The Blighted look just looks insane. It looks like lava's just melting off of your body. I think that shit's cool. And yeah, I've been looking forward to watching this video. Salutes to AZ. His link will be in the description, along with my DBD family if you choose to support their channels. And if you want to support my channel by becoming a member, that link will be down there with my social medias, my merch, everything, okay? And if you are new to the channel, just subscribe, okay? I'm trying to reach 10K subscribers by tomorrow. Smash that like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload when I go live. And enough talk, man, enough talk. I know I haven't reacted to an AZ video in a minute. We here for it now, right? And if y'all dig it and y'all with it, let me know, because we about to get into this video. So let's go.
Hey everyone,
what's up?
Today we're ranking all the Blighted killer skins in Dead by Daylight
Yes,
from
sir.
worst to best. These are the orange coloured skins that release each year around Halloween, and show the killers transformed by the Blighted substance.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Plague's Blighted look is maybe the weakest of the lot.
What?
Looking extremely like her regular look, just with Blight where the Plague
That looks
was.
good.
It doesn't look awful or anything, but it's just a bit boring.
What?
She doesn't have any feature accentuated really, and it just looks like Plague but orange. I do like how the headpiece is a bit messed up though, showing how the blight has affected her orderliness.
Okay.
Wesker's skin is one that I think is kind of average. It
Yeah.
feels like more could have been done with it.
Yes.
Maybe more in the style of the transformations of William Birkin, for example.
There you go.
I like the blight being mainly focused on one side though, giving a unique look. The weapon is cool too, and I like the small details like the slightly ruffled hair. This one
Okay.
is nothing special I feel, but is still pretty cool looking nonetheless. Doctor's skin is one that feels quite fitting, with him experimenting with basically anything.
Yo, look at his face, bro. That looks insane. It's terrifying, man. Nah, yo, Doctor look crazy. I like Doctor. The Blighted Doctor looks crazy. Are those those are his intestines, right? Look! That look nasty!
It's made him look monstrous, with a third eye growing in his head, and many parts of his body oozing with blight, showing that he's probably pumped a little too much into himself, maybe more than the blight did to him. Maybe he saw what the blight did to him, and then he decided to go a little further. The weapon is also really grisly. My main disappointment with this skin is that the changes made to the head weren't made across the whole skin, as the rest of it looks like pretty regular old Doctor, with a bit more orange. Hillbilly's is kind of basic, but I think it does have cool features.
I think it's
and
cool.
stays true to Billy's design. I like how the weapon looks to almost be bursting under the effects of the blight,
Yes.
held together now by metal strips. I also like the features of the claws grasping across the chest, and the lumps of blight featured on his main body. Quite basic, but some cool features for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Huntress's skin feels lacking in blight, to be honest. It's one of the least...
He said, what? And look at her. She is crying lava, bro. You can't make this shit up. You can't. But what do you say about my baby boo? What you say about her?
Huntress's skin feels lacking in blight, to be honest.
Lacking?
It's one of the
Okay,
least
yeah.
blighted blight skins, with it mainly featuring in the eyes and the axe and the back.
Yeah.
I do like the reddened eyes though, and the blight pouring from them.
That's crazy.
And I also think the growth of hair across her body is interesting, and shows the different effects the serum can have. Yeah, main downside though is just lack of difference and transformation.
All I'm gonna say is, baby, you better be shaving, man. You better not be doing the no shave November, alright? Cause damn.
And well, blight, really. Trapper is one that's grown on me somewhat. Although simple, I do like the features that it chooses to accentuate, with the longer back spikes and the more distorted mask. I think it could have been done a bit more, with more of the spikes being longer, and maybe with blighted tips or something. But I like the skin regardless. The weapon is probably the biggest letdown, being extremely close to the regular look, just with a little spatter of blight.
Yeah.
Executioners is one I'm not a personal fan of. I find it kind of boring, with it being
cool.
largely similar to his base look, with only a few alterations. The main difference is the more jagged look to both the pyramid and the knife, having these larger spikes coming off of each. Unlike most of the other outfits, this also has 2 blighted vials injected into the skin, and also the knife. A nice nod to the character's power. A bit like the torment effect that he inflicts, he's also wrapped in barbed wire in this skin, which is an interesting addition. So, not all awful, but I'm personally just not the biggest fan of it. Oni's skin is one I was really anticipating, and I'm just okay with it.
Yeah, it's alright.
I think the clear standout part is the mask, having this huge smile with large pointy teeth, and a large creepier eye centered in the head. It has 2 sets of horns on the head, then 2 massive horns further back, with one cut in half.
I see
The rest of the outfit is just Oni but orange really, which I think is kind of a shame, as there's so much to be done with Oni. The weapon is kinda cool. At the very least, the whole look does fit Oni well. Clown's outfit is pretty cool. It's similar still to his base.
Hold up, yo, Clown looking crazy out here, bruh. What? Damn, look at Clown's face with the melting blight. That looks crazy, man. I'm sorry, but Clown is my favorite right now.
Base look, but with a good amount of blight covering him. There's interesting features, like the staples holding together the bursting open stomach, the face dripping with blight, and also the smashed vial featured in the weapon. There's also an extra row of fingers on his waist loop.
What?
This skin fits him well, and is pretty cool. A fairly mid-blighted skin to me. Nemesis has a decent look, with the blight exploding from the tightly bound black fabric in big pustules. There's some interesting features, like the eyes being covered over with skin, and the back growing out these big spiky bits of flesh. I also like the pulsing parts on the front, which make it look like he's being pumped full of serum. Oh yeah, and the eye on the shoulder is pretty cool too. A nice Resident Evil nod. Despite all this, for the craziness of Resident Evil's bioweapons and their mutations, this seems pretty tame to be honest. But hey, I like it still. Hag's look is quite gross, with its exposed ribs and lots of different blighted organs. She almost looks overwhelmed by the blight's effects, and maybe because of her size in comparison to the other killers. It's another rather basic skin, with not too much changed. It looks
cool to me,
but lack of accentuated body parts, and also a pretty boring weapon. Nurse's skin is one that looks incredibly gross, with the blight causing huge growths, inflammation, and bodily distortions.
I like how the forehead is like pulsating, like, yo, these blight skins are crazy.
Intestines seem to have come out of her body, and are now pulsing and enlarged. The bottom of her dress also features these little entity claws, which is quite cool. I also think the weapon is one of the best, having many vials injected in. My only issue is I don't think it suits Nurse that well, as in the skin as a whole. It looks cool, but I don't think it fits her perfectly. It feels like something like this would fit someone like Doctor more so. Spirits is another a bit like Nurse, where I think it looks visually cool and gross, but it doesn't really fit the character all that well.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
There's a whole lot of detail and cool features. The wrinkly, pustule-covered look of Spirit is really disturbing, and a long way from her base look. It has cool features like the third eye, which has grown from her forehead, a bit like Oni's. It's a nice nod that this more demonic side of her is coming out, with the blighted serum involved. Also, the shards of glass have become longer, and are tinted orange, which is a nice visual change. The hair is cool too.
I like the hair.
I wish they'd done a similar thing with the Onis. The weapon is fairly basic, but I like the streaks of blight running through it. Wraith's one is one I like a lot, as it transforms his look almost entirely, while still retaining the key features of the Wraith. It makes him into this creepy tree creature, with ashy wood surrounding his entire body, which contrasts well with the orange of the blight. The hole through the center of his body also adds some extra creepiness to it. The weapon is nothing special, but is somewhat visually cool to look at. Blight's true Blight look I like quite a bit, featuring a visceral canker plant on his back, and his face being nearly completely overcome by the
Blight
spread
looks
of the
insane.
blight. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great combination of blighted transformation,
Look at that,
visual horror, while staying loyal to the base character.
Look at his face.
Blight does kind of have an advantage in this case though. Not much to say, just look at it. It's super cool.
Yeah.
Ghostface has a cool blighted skin, with it keeping his look intact, whilst
I think
transforming
it's sick.
it in interesting ways.
Yeah.
The melted mask is super creepy,
Yes.
and also just looks visually cool.
Yes.
The creepy little webbed dragon wing things he's grown on his shoulders is really disturbing, and also super creepy. It's a nice look at the unnatural effects.
Who's
of
number
the blight.
one?
The knife looks really cool too, and the open chest cavity is gross,
Yeah.
with its pulsing blighted center.
Ghostface looks
Legion,
hard.
I think, is still my favorite of
Ooh.
the skins. Being a
What?
really creative skin. It features all the members of the Legion rolled into one, with
Check this out. Oh, okay, because I see two faces over here. There's like a hand, another hand, another hand. Yo, Legion wildin' right now. Look at this.
the faces of Julie, Susie, and Joey featured across the body of Frank.
What?
I like this one for its concept.
Look at this. It got a face in the back. Oh, that's wild. That's crazy.
But also because it looks genuinely creepy, with the arms crawling around the body, and the faces with widened mouths,
Yo.
and looking to be screaming. It's pretty haunting. It shows the power and distortive capabilities of the Blight well. The knife is also pretty cool looking, although quite basic. Alright, well, that's gonna do it. I do hope you enjoyed.
Hell
and
yeah.
Be sure to drop your own thoughts on this down below, as I'm sure there's going to be many different opinions on this one.
Yeah.
With it being a very subjective list.
Facts.
Okay, bye!
Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna end the video right here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Which one is your favorite Blighted skin? I'm gonna have to go with Clown, Ghostface, and Legion. They are very terrifying. They just look crazy, you feel me? I'm gonna go with those three. Those are my top three. It's gonna be Clown, Ghostface, and Legion. They had the craziest Blighted skins, and I'd like to know which one is your favorite, or do you have a top three, top five? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I always enjoy AZ's content. This motherfucker's a gangster, he a legend. And like I said, if you want to follow his channel, please do so by hitting the link in the description. Follow my DBD family, become a member of my channel, follow me on my socials, and man, all of that. All right, buy some of my merch, whatever you want, man. I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to keep a smile on, keep the positive vibes up, the negative shit out. And with that, I'm out. So also, yeah, I just want to remind you, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, man. I would like for you to join me on this journey to my milestone of reaching 10K by tomorrow, even though it's not gonna happen by tomorrow. But you know, I could dream big. All right, I could dream big. But yo, I appreciate everybody that tunes in. Y'all mean a lot to me. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay blessed, always rap on point, wash your hands, wash your ass, peace and unity. Till next time, adios.